Hi again, welcome back. I've chosen to kept a hand that's not ideal, but I mean, because I've got 3 lands and a bunch of 4 drops, pretty much anything I draw is live. If it's a land I can cast my spells, and if it's a spell I can cast it, 'cause that's pretty much all the 4 and 5 drops in the deck there. I think there's one more Tangle Angler and that's it, so... I draw a Life Staff, which is one of the worst spells I can draw, but it's still a spell. Because I'd rather have a creature or land, obviously, but... Life Staff is still fine, because it makes Tangle Angler particularly good as well. My opponent leads with Necropede, so that's the one I was hoping to will in the 3rd pack, I'm guessing. But then again, there might be more than one. I drew a Contagious Nim, which is a pretty good draw. But, yeah, like I said, if it's not a creature, it's a land, so I'd be happy with that too. I was saying in the video there that if my opponent attacked I would have blocked, because I don't have a guarantee when I'm going to draw my 4th land, but when I do I've got Corpse Curse, so I'm not too bothered about going 1 for 1 in the early game. So yeah, I'm attacking here assuming he'll block. So if he doesn't block, that's awesome, and if he does, that's fine with me. He has Seize the Initiative, which is also fine with me. I'm losing Contagious Nim, which I can live with. Then post combat I only really have one play, which is make the Mirror and equip, which goes without saying really, although I was saying something in the video. It is a shame to lose all the audio, I'm sorry about that. I'm now editing it the day after, so my memory might be a bit rusty, but I did the draft quite late last night, so I couldn't do all the narrations straight up. But I was saying here that if he attacks, I mean he didn't attack last time because he wanted to get into combat, so he was hoping I'd attack. But I was saying if he attacks here, I'd definitely block, because that way he can't get full value out of his Necropede. Because if I make a guy next turn, and Necropede, whenever it dies, it kills my Mirror. So this way I gain 3 probably irrelevant life if he's playing Infect, but I also go 1 for 1 with his Mirror. Sorry, his Necropede, which could have otherwise 2 for 1'd me. I draw a pretty good land. I'd probably rather have had a forest there because Tangle Angler, but the mountain's still fine because I can draw my Riddlesmith at any point. No, sorry, not Riddlesmith, Embersmith. I always call it Riddlesmith, I'm not sure why. I guess I just like blue cards, even though unfortunately blue is pretty bad in this set. So yeah, I make the Tangle Angler. I'm planning to block this turn if he attacks again. For the reason I was saying, I'm fine to go 1 for 1 in the early game because I've got Corpse Cur and Trigon in my hand. So I'm fine to just grind, and then start building my team back and drawing cards. My opponent said in the chat, I'm not sure if you noticed that, he said, I paused in the last second because I was trying to work out what he said, but he said BBE lol, so he was talking about Bloodbraid Elf, I'm guessing, because I made Bloodbraid Elf mana, so he was joking about how I was going to attack. He doesn't attack, which surprises me, but I mean I guess he just doesn't want my angler to attack. But the thing is, I didn't really like his failure to attack there, because if I untap play a forest, I can just kill both his guys for free, because I've got the Life Staff on board, so it's not even something I might have in my hand, it's just a straight up on board trick. So if I drew the forest there, I'd just kill both his guys for free. But I didn't. I drew the mountain last turn. Like I was saying, I'd rather it have been a forest. But yeah. So my options this turn are 1 or 2 Infect guys. The Goblins would probably be on defense duty, because obviously on defense it can block and trade up effectively, so 2 power for 3 power. I didn't really want to make the Corpse Cur because I'd rather return the Angler. Having said that, I'd obviously forgotten what I did in the video. The Goblin is not on defense duty because I wanted to block a Fallen, I guess. I figured if I start getting the damage in, he's more likely to attack, so I'm fine with that, because the Tangle Angler blocks one of them, stays alive so it can jump again next turn, and my Black Cleave Goblin is more likely to make contact that way if he attacks with both. So I guess I figured I could win the race at this point. That was the thinking behind the attack. But he has the Untamed Might here, which I think might have been a bit premature. Because I mean, After that I still have the Tangle Angler. That's just his play for the turn, that's him tapped out for the turn. And it just basically put 3 counters on me and didn't do much else. So I'm not really sure I like that play. But anyway, back to the game. So yeah, I equip this, bash him down to, or up to 5. I always say down with poison, but I guess it should be up. So yeah, bash him up to 5, and then I can post combat, make a cur, get back a guy, which is pretty good all round. I can't block with the cur obviously, which means if he has removal from my angler, I have to take it, but that doesn't actually kill me. And if he does that, I kill him on the swing back, so I'm not really worried about being defensive at this point. I guess you could say I had this planned out. I was obviously paying more attention in the video. When I was saying just a second ago that the goblins should have stayed back on defense, I just remembered that in the video I actually had worked out that if this all worked out, then he'd end up exactly Ethan, he'd have to stay on defense, because I assumed he would attack with both if I attacked with a goblin. So I mean, I figured I was definitely winning a race, especially with Corpse Cur bringing stuff back. So yeah, he has removal for the Corpse Cur, which is fine because I was going to block with the Angler anyway. But having said that, I think I was discussing this in the video, that I can block with the Angler, but I wasn't sure if it was the right play because he can't actually kill me with 1 forest. So it might be better to take it and have the lure on a stick. This is all assuming he does attack, obviously. He might not even attack, which, as it turns out, was the case. He decided that he wasn't winning the race, which seems fair. It means he doesn't have a safe follow-up the turn after, I guess. But I mean, if he attacked, it's fine with me, and if he blocks, it's fine with me. Well, sorry, not if he blocks. If he doesn't attack, it's fine with me. Because if he doesn't attack, then my Tangle Angler stays alive, and I can just start luring all his guys. Because I've got 3 forests now, so next turn, he basically is removal or bust. Either he attacks and hopes I block, which I probably would, to be fair, because I wouldn't want to lose to a second Untamed Might, or he's just cold to what I have on board. So yeah, he goes to combat, and he doesn't attack, which obviously doesn't surprise me, because he's realised he's just dead on board. I mean, he taps out, which is fine. It means he doesn't have something like Dispense Justice. But yeah, I don't know if he didn't realise Tangle Angler can do multiple guys, or if he was just hoping I didn't know. But the rest of the turn is just me luring his guys and then bashing. Sorry to give it away. I was running a bit slow in the video because I was using the touchpad on my laptop rather than a mouse, because I couldn't find my mouse. But I think I switched to a mouse for the next round, maybe. I can't really remember. But yeah, forgive the slight slowness for the start. So yeah, I lure his guys, bash with the team, and he concedes rather than going through the motions of blocking, which a lot of people online actually do. It's not something you'd get in real life, where people go through all the blocks, unless they're trying to mess with your mind. Online people often do go all through all the motions and then die to damage, rather than just concede when you've got lethal. So yeah, again, I discuss boarding and decide that there's nothing to board and just submit as it is. See you for game 2.